I mean, life in like high school specifically is hard. There's lots of frustration, lots of like aggression you may feel, and like everyone goes to different outlets, but like I think I've been drawn to, and I think a lot of people are drawn to like sports and exercise. And
I think it was just kind of the relentlessness. I love how relentless wrestling is, how relentless Coach Groberg is. We always gotta do another burpee, we always gotta do another strip matter. It's like we just keep going, we keep pushing ourselves. And it's kind of just insane. I love being crazy, I love being an insane wrestler. And people are like, oh, you did all that yesterday? You're freaking wild. Like I find that so great.
I think everyone that has walked foot into a wrestling room has considered giving up. I think that there's times where you push the limit, you're sweating, and it feels awful, and you kind of like feel horrible. You want to know that like it's all gonna be good in the end.
Sometimes, some days, it's just me, man. There's no clock in the room. So the thing is, you're like, man, I think it's gonna be 3 more sprints left, 4 more sprints left, 5 more sprints left. In the beginning, I was out of shape. It was my first time doing a sport. The coaches put me in wrestling. So the mindset was just tough it through. You have to just go. You're in it. So why not just finish it?
Get the leg, suck the leg in, suck the leg in.
Keep driving into him. Get up. Nothing yet, get up. Nothing yet.
There was this workout my junior year, and it's still in I have a strong flashback from this workout.
It was the worst one. Was the sprints in my freshman year. The sprints were horrible, man.
We had to go by the time of what Tabata workout, where you go 30 seconds hard and 5 second rest. You can try to get as much rep as possible.
It was to make the time in 28 seconds. It wasn't 30 seconds. It was here 30 feet back. That's one. I should do that 5 times in 28 seconds.
And I wanted to be the best, so I got 200 more reps than everybody else.
So the thing was, I went once. I made the time, so it was good. It was 28.1 second. I missed it, but the coach was like, all right, it's your first time, it's good, but the next time you have to make it.
And I remember just constantly telling myself, and just looking in myself, not people around me, just looking in me, how much I have left in me, going back and forth with the sit-ups or like doing jump squats or whatever. It's just trying to feel strong. I don't know how to describe that. That feeling is crazy.
So the coach blows the whistle. We run. I ran back 5 times. I thought I made it. Coach is like, no, you're 28.2 seconds. Back on the line.
It's gonna help you in the match when there's 10 seconds left and you have no breath. If you can beat yourself today, you're not gonna be able to. You're gonna be used to this in the last 10 seconds of the match.
It was only me. Everyone else made it by 28. But the thing was, they made it. I didn't make it. So the whole team went back on the line, and this happened at least six times. I remember at least 6 times. Because after 6 times, the coach said, "All right, now you have 30 seconds to make it." So it took me 12 times. But that it teaches you to give it all. The first time, because if I had given it my all, because I know I was slacking the first time. If I had just given it my all the first time, I wouldn't be on it the 12th time.
Last year in the winter when we had to do those like 50 some strip matters, and I literally just started like heaving and just like crying a little bit, and it was so awful and it was painful, and we finished it, and coach was like, all right, we're good. And I was like, it was just such a milestone. It was such a mountain I had to climb in just like a 2-hour practice, and I felt so exhausted. I'm like, wow, life goes on. And it kind of just showed me like, you know, even the worst to come is just not that bad. Like, I can get through it. So that was definitely the practice where I just kind of realized that I can do just about anything I push myself to do.
I'm from Pakistan, you know, so your family doesn't get the concept of, you know, having their child wrestling. They don't know what wrestling is. I try explaining to them, you know, I have to cut weight. They're like, what do you mean cut weight? You know, because in Pakistan wrestling is only the heavier division. You know, wrestling is like sumo wrestling. There's like big guys in wrestling. There's no 120 guys. There's no 106 guys. So every time I used to come home, there was food on the table. You know, and they see food. You know, the smell is everywhere. The smell is everywhere. So I used to eat. I used to eat, and then I used to run at night. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I used to go out and run and lose like 2 or 3 pounds, and then I used to go to sleep. I used to wake up. Sometimes during a match, I used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I used to run, go to sleep, wake up at 7 o'clock, go to school. Well, when I was mentally pushed, I think it was a day before a match. When you cut it 8 pounds, it's always the last 2 or last 3 pounds that you have to cut, and how much you run, it doesn't matter. You know, if you run, usually I run 10 steps in the stairs, you know, up and down 10 times. I lose 2 or 3 times, 2 or 3 pounds. But in the last 3 pounds you have to cut, it doesn't go away. You have to just push yourself. You have to push yourself. You have to wear. I used to wear 4 layers of sweatshirts, 4 layers of sweatpants, and just be in the wrestling room. Don't talk to nobody. And when somebody came up to me, I was just angry. You know, why are you coming to me, man? But yeah, man, cutting weight is hard.
Let's go. Come on, get up.
Get his leg. Oh, nice! Oh, nice!
Well, there's something in wrestling which I don't really understand. You know, when I also did boxing, but there's something in these one-on-one sport that I don't even know. But once you're in it, you just want to keep coming back. You know, you just want to keep coming back. It's just your body just get used to the workout, and you know, once you see other people winning. You see other people with trophies, with the medals. You know, you're like, man, I want to have all that stuff too. I want to be a champion too. You know.
When you win your first match, when you get your hand raised, that's the best feeling ever. People are looking at you, your family is looking at you, your friends are looking at you, and that moment right there is what addictive about wrestling. And then you're willing to go back again and again, and through pain and hunger and less sleep and everything, just to get that feeling again. That little pump before match, the little happiness after the match. That's one thing that stay with you in your mind. Yeah.
That's how we do it.